Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Erin, and today we are talking about new releases that I am very excited to get my hands on. Some of these haven't come out yet. I think a few have already come out, and most of these are coming out the end of August, September, October time frame. These are some books that I just cannot wait to buy. I did a video like this in March, I believe. I did something similar. I hope these are not repeat titles. I don't think I'm including any that I included in that video. If I am, I'm very sorry. I must have spaced that and just kind of forgot. But most of these are newer books that I have recently seen that are coming out and I think sound really good. So I just want to talk about them, talk about the plots, what I'm thinking, you know, that sort of thing. Just talking about new releases, which I know I have a pile, and by pile I mean piles of books that I already own to be read, but you know, I like to look at new releases too, and it's, you know, I have a problem. It's fine. We're not talking about that. We're gonna talk about new releases now. So the first one that I am oh so excited for it to come out is The Haunting of Lee Harper by Darcy Coates. You all know that I am a huge Darcy Coates fan. I talk about her books all the freaking time. I literally just love her writing. I love her cozy feels. I love the way she writes. I love her characters. I love her plots. I love her plots. And I just like how they are easy and comforting, and they're not super duper disturbing or anything like that. They're just easy reads, which I look forward to reading so much sometimes, because we read a lot of disturbing stuff in the horror genre, and sometimes it's nice to have a cozy horror that is just, it's just easy. And this one is coming out in September 7th to be exact. That is very soon. And I actually have, oh my god, I have an advanced copy of this from NetGalley, which I am just over the freaking moon about. You have no idea. I literally screamed when I got accepted on NetGalley. I was so shocked because I get rejected more often than not. So I just could not believe my absolute luck with this one. So I haven't read it yet because I am waiting, but I think I'm gonna read it really soon because I can't help myself. I was trying to keep it closer to the date, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop myself. Let me read you what it says. Lee Harper's quiet suburban home was her sanctuary for more than a decade, until things abruptly changed. Curtains open by themselves, radios turn off and on, and a dark figure looms in the shadows of her bedroom door at night, watching her, waiting for her to finally let down her guard enough to fall asleep. Pushed to her limits but unwilling to abandon her home, Lee struggles to find answers. But each step forces her towards something more terrifying than she ever imagined. A poisonous shadow seeps from the locked door beneath the stairs. The handle rattles through the night and fingernails scratch at the wood. Her home harbors dangerous secrets, and now that Lee is trapped within its walls, she fears she may never escape. Do you think you're safe? You're wrong. Oh! Oh! You know I love a haunted house story, and no one does them like Darcy Coates does them. So honestly, I am over the moon for this one. I am so excited. So next up we have Horseman, A Tale of Sleepy Hollow by Christina Henry. This one is releasing in September. Also, it's the 28th. And I actually also have a NetGalley advanced copy. I read Near the Bone by Christina Henry and I was blown away. I love that book so much. I absolutely fell head over heels in love with it, and I saw this one on NetGalley and knew I needed to get my hands on it as well. The cover, do you see it? The cover? It's beautiful. Oh my god, it's beautiful. but I will read you the plot. It says, everyone in Sleepy Hollow knows about the Horseman, but no one really believes in him. Not even Ben Van Brunt's grandfather, Brom Bones, who was there when it was said the Horseman chased the upstart Crane out of town. Brom says that's just legend, the village gossips talking. 20 years after those storied events, the village is a quiet place. 14-year-old Ben loves to play Sleepy Hollow boys, reenacting the events Brom once lived through. But then Ben and a friend stumble across the headless body of a child in the woods near the village, and the sinister discovery makes Ben question everything the adults in Sleepy Hollow have ever said. Could the Horseman be real after all, or does something even more sinister stalk the woods? I love the story of Sleepy Hollow, so I think this one is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be just in time for spooky season, which I think is just going to be so perfect, and I cannot wait to read this one. I cannot wait. All of these I can't wait to read. I mean, honestly, like, get a grip, Erin. These are on your new releases you're excited for, so I mean, all of them are exciting, but this one sounds good. I'm excited. Next up, we have White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. This one is coming out also in September the 14th, and the cover is stunning. Oh my God. Okay, so this is actually a YA psychological thriller. It says The Haunting of Hill House meets Get Out, which honestly, yes please, I am so freaking excited about that. The plot says, Marigold is running from ghosts. The phantoms of her old life keep haunting her, but a move with her newly blended family from their small California beach town to the embattled Midwestern city of Cedarville might be the fresh start she needs. Her mom has accepted a new job with the Sterling Foundation that comes with a free house, one that Mari now has to share with her bratty 10-year-old stepsister, Piper. The renovated picture-perfect home on Maple Street, sitting between dilapidated houses surrounded by wary neighbors, has its secrets. That's only half the problem. Household items vanish, doors open on their own, lights turn off, shadows walk past rooms, voices can be heard in the walls, and there's a foul smell seeping through the vents only Mari seems to notice. Worse, Piper keeps talking about a friend who wants Mari gone, but running from ghosts is just a metaphor, right? As the house closes in, Mari learns that the danger isn't limited to Maple Street. Cedarville has its secrets too, and secrets always find their way through the cracks. I'm sorry, this sounds amazing. It sounds so creepy, and I said it again, I love haunted house stories. They're some of my absolute favorite, so this just sounds so spooky and so fun, and I am so excited to get my hands on it soon. Next up, we have Mine by Delilah S. Dawson. This is releasing September 7th. And again, the cover, oh my God. Sometimes these covers are just, I'm sorry, who comes up with these covers? They're absolutely beautiful. And, I need it, so I will read you what it's about. A twisty, terrifying ghost story about 12-year-old Lily, her new creepy home in Florida, and the territorial ghost of the young girl who lived there before her. Lily's new house is a real nightmare. Lily Horne is a drama queen. It's helped her rise to stardom in the school play, but it's also landed her in trouble. Her parents warn her that Florida has to be different. It's a fresh start, no theatrics. But this time, the drama is coming for her. The Hornes' new house is awful. The pool is full of slime, the dock is rotten, and the swamp creeps closer every day. But worst of all, the house isn't empty. It's packed full of trash memories, and Lily begins to fear the ghost of the girl who lived there before her. And whatever is waiting in the shadows wants to come out and play. Oh, it sounds so good. This is a middle grade book, which I'm really liking middle grade horror. I think it's really fun. It's something that I haven't delved too deep into, just like here and there. So I think this one sounds like it's gonna be really, really creepy actually, which is right up my alley. And again, I just think the cover is beautiful and it sounds like a lot of fun. Next up, we have The Dead and the Dark by Courtney Gould. This is actually already out. It came out the 3rd of August. I just haven't bought it yet, unfortunately, because I really, really want it. Again, the cover is absolutely stunning. It's so eye-catching. It's beautiful. The colors, these covers, people are just really, really slam dunking the covers recently. I'm just so shocked. But this is actually a YA, which I actually have a lot of YA on my list. I didn't know, but you know, apparently there's just gonna be a lot of YA coming out that I think sounds really good and I'm wanting to try. So I don't know, but this one sounds very good. I'll read you the plot. Something is wrong in Snakebite, Oregon. Teenagers are disappearing, some turning up dead. The weather isn't normal, and all fingers seem to point to TV's most popular ghost hunters who have just returned to town. Logan Ortiz Woodley, daughter of TV's Paraspectors, has never been to Snakebite before, but the moment she and her dads arrive, she starts to get the feeling that there's more secrets buried here than they originally let on. Ashley Barton's boyfriend was the first teen to go missing, and she's felt his presence ever since. But now that the Ortiz Woodleys are in town, his ghost is following her, and the only person Ashley can trust is the mysterious Logan. When Ashley and Logan team up to figure out who, or what, is haunting Snakebite, their investigation reveals truths about the town, their families, and themselves that neither of them are ready for. As the danger intensifies, they realize that their growing feelings for each other could be a light in the darkness. Sounds very cute. It also takes place in Oregon, which I also think I just am drawn to because I live in Oregon, so I think it's funny to read books that take place in Oregon. I don't know. It sounds cute. It's gonna have a little bit of romance. It's gonna have some LGBTQ plus representation, so hopefully that is going to be really good. I'm excited. It sounds fun. Sounds good. I hope I like it. Next up, we have Censor by Junji Ito. This one is coming out August 17th, which is in a few days. And honestly, I just found out about this one. I did not know that this was coming out. I don't know how I missed it. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know where my head was at. But Junji Ito is releasing something new, and I think we all know that I'm gonna buy it because I have an obsession. I think we all know that. So yes, I will be buying this. It sounds good, but I always think his work sounds good, so I will read you what it's about. A woman walks alone at the foot of Mount Sengoku. A man appears saying he's been waiting for her and invites her to a nearby village. Surprisingly, the village is covered in hair-like volcanic glass fibers, and all of it shines a bright gold. At night, when the villagers perform their custom of gazing up at the starry sky, countless unidentified flying objects come raining down on them, the opening act for the terror about to occur. This sounds very weird. When you're talking about Junji Ito, I feel like that's not surprising, so I think it sounds good. I'm excited for it. I'm usually excited about his work. Like I've said previously, I probably would never dislike anything he comes out with because I'm biased. I've told you that. Honestly, I just am biased towards him. I think that everything he does is magnificent. So I'm excited to read it. I want to know what it's about. It sounds so weird. And he does weird very well, so I'm excited for it. Next up is Comfort Me with Apples by Catherine M. Valenti, I think is how you pronounce their last name. And this is coming out October 26th, so not fairly soon. But I actually heard about this one from Jordaline. She was talking about how amazing this one is. I did request this on NetGalley, and I was denied. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to come out and buy it, which whatever, I'm excited for it nonetheless. So I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit longer, and the anticipation will just have to keep growing for this one. It sounds very good, but let me read you what it's about. Sophia was made for him, her perfect husband. She can feel it in her bones. He is perfect. Their home together in Arcadia Gardens is perfect. Everything is perfect. It's just that he's away so much, so often, he works so hard, she misses him and he misses her. He says he does, so it must be true. He's the perfect husband and everything is perfect. But sometimes Sophia wonders about things, strange things, dark things. The look on her husband's face when he comes back from a long business trip, the questions he will not answer, the locked basement she is never allowed to enter, and whenever she asks the neighbors, they can't quite meet her gaze. But everything is perfect, isn't it? I'm sorry, that is just so creepy. That whole plot description is just creepy. The use of the word perfect so much, creepy. I don't know, it sounds so creepy. The cover is absolutely beautiful. Again, most of these have absolutely beautiful covers because I'm someone who is drawn to covers immediately, so I don't think anyone should be surprised, but I am very excited for this one. Next up, we have The Death of Jane Lawrence by Caitlin Starling. This one is coming out October 5th, so a little bit away. But this one, the cover, just beautiful. Like I said, I have a lot of the covers on here are beautiful, but I will read you what it says. Practical, unassuming Jane Shoringfield has done the calculations and decided that the most secure path forward is this: a husband in a marriage of convenience who will allow her to remain independent and occupied with meaningful work. Her first choice, the dashing but reclusive Dr. Augustine Lawrence, agrees to her proposal with only one condition: that she must never visit Lindridge Hall, his crumbling family manor outside of town. Yet, on their wedding night, an accident strands her at his door in a pitch-black rainstorm, and she finds him changed. Gone is the bold, courageous surgeon, and in his place is a terrified, paranoid man, one who cannot tell reality from nightmare, and fears Jane is an apparition come to haunt him. By morning, Augustine is himself again, but Jane knows something is deeply wrong at Lindridge Hall, and with the man she has so hastily bound her safety to. This sounds so intriguing. I don't know what to expect with this, but it gives me, I don't know, it gives me gothic vibes, which I'm very excited for. I feel like the cover also gives a gothic feel to this story, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. It sounds very weird and just intriguing and creepy, and I literally cannot wait to get my hands on it. I have said that for every single book, but that's literally what this video is about, and I want this one very badly. Next up is When the Reckoning Comes by Latanya McQueen. This one is actually already out as well. This came out August 3rd, and I actually have a copy from NetGalley as well. I just haven't read it yet. I am so behind. I am so behind. I am in the worst reading slump right now, and it's been a month for me, okay? But I cannot wait to get to this one. I think it's the book I'm going to start next because I am so freaking excited. One, the cover, stunning, beautiful, eye-catching, wonderful, but let me tell you what it's about. More than a decade ago, Mira fled her small segregated hometown in the South to forget. With every mile she traveled, she distanced herself from her past, from her best friend Celine, mocked by their town as the only white girl with black friends, from her old neighborhood, from the Erie Woodsman plantation rumored to be haunted by the spirits of slaves, from the terrifying memory of a ghost she saw that terrible day when a dare gone wrong almost got Jesse, the boy she secretly loved, arrested for murder. But now Mira is back in Kipson to attend Celine's wedding at the plantation, which has been transformed into a lush vacation resort. Mira hopes to reconnect with her friends, and especially Jesse, to finally tell him the truth about her feelings and the events of that devastating long ago day. But for all its fancy renovations, the Woodsman remains a monument to its oppressive racist history. The bar serves antebellum drinks, entertainments include horrifying reenactments, and the service staff is nearly all black. Yet the darkest elements of the plantation's past have been carefully erased. Rumors that slaves were tortured mercilessly and that ghosts roamed the lands, seeking vengeance on the descendants of those who tormented them, which includes most of the wedding guests. As the weekend unfolds, Mira, Jesse, and Celine are forced to acknowledge their history together and to save themselves from what is to come. This sounds so good. I love a ghost story. I love a ghost story with some good messages. This is gonna be very good. I can just tell. I cannot wait to start reading this one. I think I'm gonna read it like now, probably tonight I might start it. I'm very excited for this one. Okay, last, let's end on this book. This is Slufoot, A Tale of Bewitchery by Brahm. This one is coming out September 21st, so pretty soon. The cover, very interesting to look at. It's creepy, it's pretty, it has a mixture of both. I think it's very interesting to look at, and it caught my attention, but I also think the plot sounds really interesting as well. Let me read you what it's about. A spirited young Englishwoman, Abatha, arrives at a Puritan colony betrothed to a stranger, only to become quickly widowed when her husband dies under mysterious circumstances. All alone in this pious and patriarchal society, Abatha fights for what little freedom she can grasp onto while trying to stay true to herself and her past. Enter Slufoot, a powerful spirit of antiquity, newly woken, and trying to find his own role in the world, healer or destroyer, protector or predator. But as the shadows walk and villagers start dying, a new rumor is whispered: witch. Both Abatha and Slufoot must swiftly decide who they are and what they must do to survive in a world intent on hanging any who meddle in the dark arts. This sounds very interesting. It sounds very interesting. It sounds witchy. It sounds spooky. It sounds like it's gonna be a bunch of fun for spooky season. I cannot wait. It sounds like it's just gonna be so much fun, and I just cannot wait to get my hands on it. Like I can't with all of these. I just want all of them in my possession right now. I want to touch them and look at them and admire how pretty they are, because that's what I like to do with books. So yes, my friends, those are some, not all. I have way more on this list, but this video would be 40 years long if I talked about how many books I am excited for to come. So these are just a few more that I am excited to get my hands on and to read. They're all coming out very soon, so I'm excited about that, so I don't have to wait too long to get my hands on them. So hopefully I can get them very soon, and hopefully they are as good as they sound and as good as they look. Please feel free to let me know what new release you are the most excited about. Did I talk about it? Did I not talk about it? Do I not even know it exists? Please let me know, and then we can talk. I would love to find more books. Not that I need them, but you know, that's what I do. I just buy books constantly that sit forever and ever, but that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about new releases. So yeah, let me know what you are most excited for in the coming months. I hope you enjoyed this video of me just chatting about some of the new releases that I am so excited for, like I said a million times in this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It lets me know what kind of content you enjoy from me. That way I can keep providing you with that kind of content. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We can become friends, talk about books, movies, makeup, horror, all kinds of things. I do a lot on this channel, so hopefully there's something for everyone. And with that being said, I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!